like Jesus, tryna run 2 million up like peas.
Sauce got in his feelings with Ye Yizzle. I'm gonna touch on this. He got in his feelings about Ye Yizzle when I started saying King of Texas.
You never go on live outside, walking up and down streets in Fort Worth. Never. Be NBA young boy that bad. See, first you wanted to be me. You was my.
Jimmy, we got sauce, seasoning, and flavor. So you go back to your city and you tell these people what y'all do. Now we shooting duplas, right? Yeah, now we booming though, right? Yeah, you hear me? Wow. Yeah, getting a bunch of that wild.
The beef between Sauce Walker and Go Yayo didn't just pop up overnight. In fact, this ongoing beef can be traced to events that happened 3 years back. Go Yayo is a Fort Worth, Texas artist who practically gained his name by beefing with another artist named Spud Boom.
Hey, look, hold on. Hey, don't scratch in the studio.
Go Yayo would also be seen amongst the entourage of Soulja Boy Tell'em and Stacks on Deck Money Gang.
Got the racks in the safe. Ooh, I got the racks in the safe.
Racks in my safe, got the racks in your face. Head in the race, time to pick up the.
But he would be the head of his own movement, Hood Fang Gang, which would feature the likes of Get Money Lil Ronnie, earlier on even Bugatti Casino, He Slick, Beto, and OG Coon Pappy. Go Yayo was even offered to sign to one of the biggest record labels in the South, Quality Control Music.
Oh, QC, Coach K.
You know, a lot of people in the Dallas area say you messed that deal up when it came down to QC, that you made a wrong decision by not linking with them when y'all had that opportunity.
The money they offered, you know, we had that in our pocket at the time, and I didn't know what I know now, but I knew that Yayo was something special. Remember vividly looking at Coach K talk to me, but he's looking at Yayo, and I saw how he was looking at him. See Coach K looking at him the way he was looking, I was like, we never even told him no. It was just like when we left QC, like I said this before, man, we went to Warner Brothers, the guy who signed Pimp C and E40 and Britney Spears and Jason Derulo, one of Yayo. Went to 300s, you know, everybody was at 300. Atlantic called, the guy who signed Young Boy. And
okay. First, I think Boom dropped what?
An offer that everybody said he should have took, but unfortunately he didn't. Go Yayo's music was starting to take off in the era of the Trap Boy Freddies, the Mo 3s, the Get Money Lil Ronnies, the Sauce Walkers, the Sancho Saucies, and the rest of the Sauce family. But while Sauce Walker was having the rest of the world scream drip, splash, and sauce, Go Yayo was out in Fort Worth, Texas, a place that they call Murder Worth. He was out there starting his own movement. So instead of saying handgun and pistols, he'll say thukas or thuwaps. Now, while it may be true that Sauce Walker's influence is omnipresent over the state of Texas, it's also true that he doesn't dictate each and every city. The city of Fort Worth was the first city in Texas to adopt California gangs. Go Yayo would often be seen with fellow Fort Worth artist Bugatti Casino.
You know where a nigga likes to gamble. Feel me?
The connection between Bugatti Casino and Go Yayo could seem taboo from people outside of the Dallas Fort Worth area, because Go Yayo is an Agland Crip and Bugatti Casino is a Stop 6 Blood. For a while, Hood fame was looking like the more darker, grittier, and hood version of TSF. That is until members started having differences with each other. Being that Bugatti Casino was Go Yayo's right-hand man outside of Get Money Lil Ronnie, he would instruct Go Yayo to get on this song with his stepson, CJ. And unlike many people who had got on songs with Go Yayo, CJ was able to hold his own and even stand out.
Yo, pull up on your bitch with the doors up. How about the cool with that pole tie? Just know that we shoot from the nose up. Hey, whole gang got the streets out up.
Now, apparently, Go Yayo and Bugatti Casino would have a falling out at Trap Boy Freddy's studio. And with Go Yayo and Bugatti Casino falling out, it could almost be expected that Go Yayo and CJ Casino would fall out as well.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. Now this is like, you know what I'm saying, how I say, we could get this other man. But them other niggas over with. At the end of the day, I stopped with him because of Boo. You know what I'm saying? Boo nigga was finna stop that nigga. They had an altercation at Freddy's studio. C. Slick told the whole story on the Dallas Globe interview. They had an altercation at Freddy's studio. You know what I'm saying? Yayo ain't want to fight somebody. He ended up pulling up to Boo Brother house. Boo Brother ended up drawing down on him, spitting on him or whatever. Goddamn me, bro wasn't with it. So they wasn't feeling Boo after that. I'm not knowing. At the end of the day, I'm chilling with Yayo now. We going Atlanta, Jambalaya.
All three artists, CJ Casino, Bugatti Casino, and Hood fame Go Yayo, would all three have a separate relationship with Sauce Walker.
Got the price right. Right, while I'm telling you.
All that cool. At the end of the day, the undeniable togetherness, all them songs together, them Lil Baby featuring Hoops and Wham and Lil Cousin from down the street and Ray Ray and 2 Chainz, the Gucci Man. That is matter.
Whether you was Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, San Antonio, if Sauce Walker can help you out, he'll do the best he can.
I ain't never seen him change up his movement. So I give, right now, Sauce Walker is the biggest street rapper in Texas. He's the king of Texas right now.
Sauce Walker would even try to use his influence over the artists by suggesting that they just squash everything.
I was listening to Sauce Walker's song, Hogayo, and in the song he said that every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it.
Every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it. I tried to set y'all up some fights, you start talking Spanish.
You know what I'm saying? Did he really, you know what I'm saying? Because I never known Sauce to cap. Let me just, first and foremost, say I never known him to cap. But it was one of them situations like, hold on, these niggas had an opportunity to get it out the way.
Couple times.
And Sauce set it up.
Couple times.
And
he would even offer his backyard for CJ Casino and Go Yayo to duke it out. He'd even do the same for Bugatti Casino. Cause if it's one thing about them Texas boys, they gonna put them guns down and they gonna get in that backyard and they gonna punch on something. There are numerous examples of this coming from Go Yayo. There's a few examples of this coming from Sauce Walker. A couple examples of this also coming from Bugatti Casino and CJ Casino, bro. So when I tell y'all that they like to punch in Texas, believe me. But the difference between Fort Worth, Texas, a place they call Murder Wharf, and H-Town, a place the TSF calls Splash Town, is a huge difference. One of the main differences is, in Fort Worth, you're in very close proximity with the people that you're beefing with. But in Houston, if you got yourself some money, you can get yourself up out of the way. Not saying that that's what Sauce is doing, because of course, every time y'all see Sauce Walker, he in the hood. Just saying that it's easier for tensions to grow higher living in a close proximity of your ops, rather than staying in a bigger city and in a better situation to where you probably would never even run across the path of this guy to say he don't like you. But if you know Go Yayo, then you know he is not backing down from no beef at all, whether it's close proximity or a far distance. First example that we'll see of this is when Go Yayo was beefing with Spuddy Boom. Two would link up at a recording studio and they'll get their punch on and Go Yayo would spit in a man's face. But this would only be the beginning of the long list of people who Go Yayo have beef with. When Go Yayo fell out with Bugatti Casino and CJ Casino, it would ultimately force Bugatti Casino to create its own record label, Casino World. CJ Casino was making just as much noise as Go Yayo, not being the one to be stingy with light. CJ Casino would shed light on Channel 5 J-Dub, or artists from the Stop 6 area of Fort Worth.
I'ma come to the banks and let 100 out. It ain't gonna be a hood fight shit when them apes start jumping out.
CJ Casino would give his seal of approval for J-Dub. And J-Dub wasted no time dissing Go Yayo. On the song Nike, J-Dub took aim at Go Yayo and the Hood Rich fam. J-Dub would later then bite the hand that feeds him. He'll backdoor CJ Casino for his jewelry and go complete renegade. Ape gang to be exact.
He ain't getting niggas ain't getting shit back at all. Blood, nigga. Nah, for real. Bitch.
But all the while this was going on, Go Yayo and Lil CJ Casino and Bugatti Casino was all still going at it. But they still had that mutual big dog in common, Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker would make attempts to bring the three guys back together, but to no avail. All the while, Go Yayo was about to present to the world a new artist from Fort Worth, Texas. An artist by the name of Murder Gang PB.
Wait a second, J-Dub is not no fucking legend. On that crack dumb shit, no, he learned his lesson. Next boy, I'ma go and make one confession.
Because while it may be true that Sauce Walker is one of the big dogs in the music scene, Go Yayo actually has big dogs from his hood, like OG Coon Pappy. But it wouldn't even be that, man. The truth is much stranger than fiction. Now, Go Yayo would say that the tension between him and Sauce Walker came when he was saying that he was the king of Texas. And that could possibly sound true to people who don't know. That sound like it's true. But Go Yayo wouldn't start calling himself the king of Texas until after he had a problem with Sauce Walka. This is the real problem he had with Sauce. Real reason is, Go Yayo started using terminology from a Houston cat by the name of Kenny Lou.
Fuck it, man. Scoot up on a nigga, man. You know what the fuck it is, man. Early boy, Triller nigga.
He wasn't really even using the actual words, but he had flipped the words to a famous catchphrase that Kenny Lou would say, which would be scoot up. But the problem with this is this. Scoot Up Gang is a real gang in Houston, Texas. And Kenny Lou was no longer on the earth. I know y'all thinking like, nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way all of this started over somebody saying the catchphrase. Well, think about this. Go Yayo had a bigger platform than the guys in Houston that were endeavoring to get on in the music industry. Guys like BG New Money in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, brother left me still bruises, not healing back. Lou gone and he still a threat. Lou left, I shed tears for that.
One of the guys that'll also make the phrase scoot up popular alongside Kenny Lou. So quite naturally, in that they're from the great state of Texas, and it ain't nothing to reach out and touch somebody or talk to somebody, they'd pretty much instruct Go Yayo and say, hey, look, check it out. You flipping our scoot up phrase and turning it into your push up phrase, we not really feeling that, home. We just not. Now, he was politely asked, man, in a Jay Prince type tone, say, man, go ahead and just cease all existence of you saying that phrase, especially on, hey, I don't care what you say, man. You can say scoot down or scoot around, scoot side to side, but don't say scoot up, push up, or anything that say up or your grade gonna be pushing up daisies, boy. But y'all know Go Yayo ain't going like that now. They didn't say it in those exact words, but in other words, they definitely asked him to cease the use of that phrase. But y'all know Go Yayo ain't going like that. Go Yayo would then have back and forwards with that boy Lil Jeremy.
Punching in the pen, punching out here, nigga, I'm on that, nigga.
What he thinking
See you more than 10 band, now you pulling out a 50, 60 riding with your big dog. Man, y'all niggas quit playing on me, nigga. I ain't got, man, come on, quit playing the bands, if that. And where on the street you stay with your mom? Man, come on, quit playing. It really my last time I post these racks. Hey, how much paper you think that was that clown posted?
Ain't no telling. Hey,
I'll say about a 40.
Talking about he rap God. I ain't seen no money yet. I don't care what a nigga talking about. I don't give a damn how hard I'm beefing with. Don't link up with no nigga option because I'm beefing with you. We stand out 10.
But at the time, Go Yayo was feeling himself. He had the Murder Gang behind him, Forever Gang behind him, Hood Fame behind him, even Soulja Boy was behind him. And you can't forget that boy got them hands. There are multiple examples on YouTube of Go Yayo beating the brakes off folks, bro. He got plenty of videos on the internet beating a straight goofy up out of niggas, dog. Bugatti Casino was supposed to catch a fade with a dude. Bugatti Casino was spooked. He didn't want to catch the fade. Go Yayo came out there, southpaw, orthodox, left. So he had that big dog complex. But what he didn't know is that them scoot up gang niggas and them gas gang niggas is nothing like TSF. When I say that, I say this. Sauce Walka and the TSF guys not soft by far. Y'all done seen Sauce Walka getting down, whooping shit up and down the street. Y'all heard about the MASH mode. Do y'all homework on Bullet and A-Walk. Sauce Walka them had already proved what they are in the city of Texas. That's why they started dripping and splashing. It wasn't out just selling dope, you heard me? They selling that coochie cat. But those guys that Go Yayo had issues with, these were some young active niggas. Yeah, these were some young VVVs. Vigorous, vicious, and violent. But as I said, Go Yayo had that Murder Gang behind him, bro. He wasn't tripping. But one day they was out in Houston, Texas. Murder Gang PB was driving and Go Yayo was riding along as well. Now, this wouldn't be their first time to do this. And this time he had one of his little dogs with him, Brand. One of the people that was a member of the original Murder Gang out in Fort Worth. Word got around that Go Yayo was in Houston, Texas. Hell, he jumped on live. Basically dropping his load. Or it really wouldn't even be hard to hunt down the guy riding around with Papa Smurf on his head. He wasn't even out here moving Kaisers. Murder Gang PB said that up until that point of the gun firing, they were just playing around.
Like what happened that day, bro, when you guys were in Houston with your Brand? You know what I'm saying? If you can kind of like walk us through like that day or that situation.
The day?
Yeah.
Bro, we being childish up into that.
literally. Like, we was being challenged the whole time we woke up. From when, it's crazy, because the exotic pop nigga,
right,
he pulled up on us as soon as we woke up, gave Yayo some shoulders and all type of shit for free. Cups, all type of shit. We being childish then. We left there, we got some chicken, we being childish. Left there, we started throwing chicken at each other, throwing fries at each other, sauce, and throwing water and soda on each other. Like, we were having a little water fight, soda fight. We was just being childish the whole time. Yeah, that shit happened. Even when the shot started firing, I was being childish with the nigga Yayo. He was like, bitch, nigga, like, nigga, it's for real. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, go, bitch, go.
So you were driving?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He was like, go, bitch, go. And I'm pressing the gas. I'm like, bitch, it won't. Get out. But before that, then Brown was like, I'm hit. But it wasn't no blood on him.
Damn. Where was he hit at?
I don't know. Now I know he got hit in the arm from the opposite side that he was shooting from.
So if it's from this side, he got hit in that arm.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know how.
Right. So you driving, you get off.
He had like a little blood right here though. Nothing major.
They was out in Houston looking for that good drink, man. Even some quality. It didn't even have to be WAP. They just looking for some drink. They calling around, ain't nobody got no drink. And Go Yayo just trying to show his little homies, like, look here. I scoot up anywhere I want to scoot up to. Push up, scoot up. Nigga play, he gonna get shot up. And that's when the sailors would come out of nowhere and start the firing at the car. Flip this shit. One of the shooters got out the car like Dub C off of Friday, girl. I shot one of them. Oh, I got him. They did get somebody, but it wasn't Go Yayo.
One man is dead after a shooting broke out in a Southwest Houston parking lot overnight. Along with that victim, police also found dozens of shell casing. This happened outside the Ojos Locos Sports Cantina off the Southwest Freeway and Bissonnette. That man was rushed to Ben Taub, but he was declared dead when he arrived. Police say some vehicles and a nearby cricket store were damaged by gunfire. They believe other vehicles sustained damage as well, but witnesses left without notifying authorities.
The real reason that Go Yayo has a problem with Sauce Walka is not the fact that he was cool with CJ, Bugatti, and Yayo. That wasn't it. It could have added a little bit on, but that wasn't it. It wasn't because he called himself the king of Texas. It's because when he was in Houston, riding around like everything was all good with blue dye all over his hair and actively funking with niggas in Houston thinking they was playing internet games, he got his shit flipped and he expected Sauce Walka to show more concern. That's the reason why they beefing. But the world wouldn't know about this issue until Go Yayo dropped the music video to his song No Quits / The Truth.
Somewhere way in Houston where my brother, he got killed.
In the song, he would call Sauce Walka out by name.
Boy, that shit look like some sweet shit. Crazy boy just talking, he ain't really on no beef shit. I used to fuck with Sauce, but he always on some weak shit.
A lot of back and forth online on Instagram Live with Sauce Walka and Go Yayo and them boys were just cutting each other up. But as y'all already know, bro, Sauce been doing this shit for a long time.
Where was the Thukas at in California? Where was the Thukas at in South Park? Fuck California. Where was the Thukas at in Houston, Texas, man? Where was the Thukas and the bazookas and the Tukawookas and the blickety blickies and blamities and what happened to damn it, man? I know what happened. The motherfucking shells got to flying and it was damn it, man. Oh, damn. Ah! I just wanted some drink. I'm just saying though, put that young superstar, and why you put that little boy in that fucked up situation like that? Led him to believe that you were just so much of a big bad guy that he was safe around you. You wasn't safe. By the time you getting plucked at, you can't go out of town to California and go even, you rapping about hustling and trapping and getting packs. You can't even go to California and scope weed because they're gonna rob you because you're a hoe. You know what I'm talking about? Pull out the facts, man. Somebody lied to you, young man. Everybody know. Sauce Walka's the nigga that go gets niggas changed back in the street.
Yayo would then say that Sanchi got his chain snatched.
Yeah, yo, you is a hoe, boy. Get out the internet, nigga, and come out here and do some slide, nigga, for Brent. Tell the world the truth. You switch seats. Yeah, that bullet was for you. You switch seats, so yeah, and pull over at Chick-fil-A again, crying and shit, little nigga. Stop playing. They with this, they dying, nigga. Yeah, I'm a guard out here. Tell these people how you got your mans killed. Yeah, that blood one for him. Tell them people how you got your mans killed. Huh?
Guys, can you give me the bill?
Yeah, yo, broke than the only thing getting money over there. That black and lilronnie. Boy, I smack you, boy.
And if y'all want to hear about that story, go listen to the Sauce Walka story, bro. But as y'all already know, Go Yayo would then be locked up and he'd do 3 years. While locked up, Sauce Walka was asked about Go Yayo and the status of their relationship, in which case he declined to speak on it since the man was locked away.
I had a back and forth last summer. Unfortunately, he's in the feds right now. You know, a lot of people were, you know, it wasn't a like you said, it wasn't a Houston versus Fort Worth or Dallas or anything like that. But it got real ugly, you know, for a minute. And, you know, now, you know, things have cooled down. What's your take on, you know, you and Go Yayo right now? What's the relationship like right now? Have y'all spoke? Have you wrote him?
I don't want to speak on the situation because he in jail. So I'm not going to speak anything negative or about this man and this individual because he's in jail and he's incarcerated. And I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. He's not my worst enemy, but in life, I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. I wish for my worst enemy to be taken off earth and not breathe anymore. I don't believe in that. So with that being said, I won't get into details about what and why, but I will say this. I never gave a fuck about anybody in Texas feeling like they a king of anything. A king, I don't care about nobody feeling like they the greatest. I don't care nobody feeling like they're a GOAT.
Yayo was released somewhat 3 years later. He hit the pavement running. And it seemed like he wasn't finna do no dissing. But a couple weeks ago, video surfaced of Maxo Cream and Sauce Walka slapboxing. This would cause Go Yayo to allude that he want the fade. Like, can I get my fade? Gloves, we can punch. Can we punch? Prompt Sauce Walka to go ahead and drive down at a Fort Worth in one of the Rolls Royce colonies and basically taunt and trolled him.
Y'all come on. Where all the kids at? Come on. Come on.
Sure, shit, let me get
Everybody take a picture with me. It's like, ooh wee. Okay. Hold on, come on, kids. I want everybody to say, ooh wee. Come back. Come on, you got it. All right.
OG Coon Pappy, one of Go Yayo's big homies, will take to social media and express how he feel. So anyways, YouTube family, man, that's the story behind why Sauce Walka and Go Yayo is beefing. It ain't because Go Yayo said he was king of Texas. It's not even because Sauce Walka didn't show concern. He just needed somewhere to direct his energy at because them guys in Fort Worth was upset about them being ambushed like that. So yeah, the song The Truth by Go Yayo put fuel on the fire, but the fire was already ablaze. Well, YouTube family, that's all I got on that Sauce Walka and Go Yayo beef, man. Do y'all think they can put it aside, bro? Do y'all think it's gonna get deadly, man? I don't know, bro. I think Sauce Walka do a little too much dripping for it to get deadly, bro. They say non-contact sport pay. It's the non-contact sport pay. Or do y'all think he got to get that fade to Yayo, bro? Y'all let me know in the comment section, bro. Do Sauce Walka need to go catch that fit now?
Yeah, I'm pimpin' like I'm Don Juan. I'ma stop at the store, sell me an onion. Go and get some backwoods in the back of Funyun. Let a nigga play me sweet and he gon' meet the honey bun. I ain't ride with it unless he got a 100-round drum. Hit that nigga with the drink, he go ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Hit her with the daddy stroke, I got the little baby sprung.